Oh well, I guess my little filters don't want to be on there today. Good. I thought I was gonna have my bubbles floating in the background. What am I doing? Okay. Great day in the morning. Hope all is well. I hope all is well on this amazing, beautiful, cold Thursday morning. Everybody I've talked to today has been in cold weather, so we're gonna call it a. If someone is in a warm area, send us some heat. It's actually not too bad here in Virginia. It's a little chilly, but I know worse being from Ohio. It could be about 10, 11 degrees, so I'm not looking forward to none of that. So I hope it stays over there in Ohio and Detroit and Chicago, Pittsburgh. They can keep it. They can keep all the horrific cold weather. That's how I look at it. Keep it. Keep it over there. We don't want no colder weather than we already have. I'm good on that. I was telling them last night these bones ain't good, especially when it's in your ankles. Ain't nobody got time for that. It is actually my birthday eve because you know it's a holiday. Birthday eve going on for me right now. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna have so much fun. Well, I hope I have so much fun. I know me, I'll be sleepy when I go out. I'll be ready to go to bed. But I'm gonna try to make it a little different tomorrow so I can at least celebrate for a couple of hours. I haven't celebrated like I am looking forward to it. I think we all should take time to celebrate our life, not just on the day we're born, but any given day you choose to. Any day we're here is a day worth celebrating. Why not? At the end of the day, it's a true to be here. Um, it's a true blessing that for the most part, shoot, sis ain't went to jail. I ain't say I ain't never been to jail. I ain't been to prison. In my Cat Williams voice, he said he done been to jail. He ain't never been to prison. I've been to jail. I don't like it there. Mm-mm. Listen, I was in jail for really nothing. I did not. Did I break the law? Not really. But I was so irritated because the women in there was acting like jail was a camp. It was like a group of women, like all together, just walking around, like doing laps around this little thing in the middle. And I'm looking at them like, is y'all happy to be here? And I'm on a clerical error. Nah, man. Mm-mm. So I'm glad that I've escaped all those things in life. I'm pretty sure I'm happy about a lot of other things that have happened in my life or things I've avoided. As y'all know, before we get to a certain age, we ain't necessarily the smartest people. And some of us get past a certain age and lose our smarts. So, great day to be in your right mind. Have some sense where you're now able to use a little wisdom, you know. Wisdom goes a long way. A little wisdom goes a long way. I'm over here thinking about how a lot of times we'll have things going on and we give you buck in a sense, you know? And that's what prompted me to start thinking, you know, who's fighting for you? A lot of times I think we be out here windmilling and beating ourselves up, trying to fight things that we were never designed to fight. Yeah. A lot of times we be windmilling the air, getting tired out, losing hope, losing faith, losing the battle we were never meant to lose. Um, I have I don't know if you guys have ever had situations in life where maybe to you it wasn't really a situation. You just chilling, like whatever. But you got those ones that's your road dogs or your buddies, your besties, and all that good stuff. You have they always on go. Always on go. When you ain't thinking about it, they see something and they already said go. Somebody do something, they don't like it. It don't matter what you do, what you say. If you ain't mad about it, they on go. They going to fight your battle. The battle that you didn't choose to have, but they going before you. You know, they going before they going before you. They're going to face what they feel like is an attack on they people. I think that in the hair business, I've always um I've always encountered clients that were like that. I would say for one, my clients were usually just like me in some way, form, or fashion. And that has been the same no matter where I've been. It's crazy because well, for one, you attract whatever we attract, whether you know whatever relationship it is we're going into, whether it's a business relationship or a personal relationship. I believe that the people who come into our lives or the people that come to patronize our business are usually a reflection of us. You know, so if that being said, if your connections, hey Marissa, are a reflection of you, then yeah, they're gonna act kind of like you in some kind of way. It's like I always had those clients that was like I said, they always was on go. You know, if somebody said something they ain't like, they be like, "Hold up, you want me to check this?" Like, girl, chill out, chill out. It was just always funny. Marissa, I couldn't find the filter thing today. It didn't even have it on there. I was salty. I wanted my little bubbles. But I got one friend, man, she is gung ho on she just nuck if you buck when it comes to certain things. Like I said, I'm a person who really just have this button that cares less. Like whatever. That's your issue. That's your personal business. What you think, what you feel don't make me nothing. Don't mean a hill of beans to me. It don't take money out my pocket. It don't make me who I am. It don't do nothing. It don't add value. So I'm like, forget it, you know. But you have those people around you that's like, oh no, I'm not letting that ride. You might let it ride, but I'm not. So it's like she always coming back like, hey, let me tell you about this person. They just believe it. And I'm like, It's okay. I don't care. But I always laugh because even when in the moments when I don't care, I still recognize the trait within her that is similar to me, because it might not be me that's like that, but it might be me that's the same way about another friend. I might be telling you, Marissa, like, man, I'm about to go over there and say something, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna get that person for you. But like I said, you might be sitting there looking like, man, don't be paying attention to that. So I was just really thinking about it, like, who fights your battles? And of course, I thought about my song. This is how I fight my battles. With the song, I ain't about to sing this morning because I'm a little parched. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't got my singing voice on yet. It ain't warmed up, but this is how I fight my battles. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. You being God. And that's what our knuck if you buck friends need to realize. Like, if it is indeed a battle, then we got the person on our side that's gonna have us to prevail in victory. Is ours no matter what. As we navigate through the things we have to deal with, of course we're gonna come up against stuff that's gonna try to knock us down, discourage us, take us out. But we have to always remember our fight against spiritual wickedness is not really a fight that we have to physically fight. The fight is in our faith. If we don't have faith, then it's going to be hard to fight, because without faith, we won't see the things that are a present danger. We won't hear the things that are an alarm going off to save us from something. If we're not operating in a level of faith to withstand those attacks, then, but at the end of the day, we must always remember that most battles aren't for us to fight, they are for the Lord. Now, I ain't talking about if somebody run up on you and you feel like you about to experience bodily harm, then that's a whole different fight. That's the physical fight. Now, I hope everybody on here is way too old to be fighting, because I know I am. I'm going to fight you back, but I'm going to hit you first. How that work, I don't know. I'm just not going to let you hit me first, because, nah, I can't do it, okay? But just think, if we could have that same attitude with the spiritual things. I'm not going to let you hit me first, because we were operating on a level of faith that allowed us to have a greater level of clarity, a stronger discernment, so that when those things were getting ready to happen, we was already 2 steps ahead of it, bobbing and weaving. Let me strike you before you strike me. Like I said, in the physical, it's different, because you might have to literally defend yourself and throw some bows or something. I don't know. But like I said, I'm way too old for that. how do we how do we then say, let me allow God to do what God do? How do we understand that in order for us to get this victory, we have to allow God to fight our battles for us? How we do that, like I said, first and foremost, we operate in faith, and then we stand firm on God's truth. There's nothing that could defeat God's truth. There's nothing that can come, take it away, change it, that can do anything, that can hold a candle or a light to God's truth. Do you believe in his truth enough to know, to operate in that level of faith, to stand firm on that and not be pressured to prove yourself? A lot of times we'll see some things happening to us, and we automatically, like I said, we don't go. We automatically want to step in and work. We want to step in and fight back. Sometimes it ain't always meant for us to fight back. Nah. When we stand firm on the truth and we're not pressured to prove ourselves, that opens up the way for God to move on our behalf. And that right there alone gives the phrase "get out of your own way" a whole nother level of fire to me. For real, for real. We say that "get out your own way" as if like every time something happens, you trying to put your hand in it and it ain't gonna happen. But if God is here to fight our battles for us, why are we jumping up ahead of him trying to fight? Get out your own way. Let God fight your battles. Hey, Miss Chicago, good morning to you. um, I saw Deuteronomy 20:4. It says, "For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies, to give you the victory." I don't know if y'all know, but I'm so glad that I got a God that walks with me and is always just. I imagine me and God walking through the city, him in front of me or him in back of me. He can be wherever he want to be because he's that guy. I can, yeah, he in front of me because I'm following him. Okay, let's get it right. Let's get the proper position. That's what happens sometimes when we fight and we get out of position. We trying to go before God when he needs to be going before us to fight that battle. We're not coming to get God and saying, "Hey, Jesus, big brother on my daddy's side, these people messing with me. Come, can you come and help me?" No, we're supposed to be following him so that when those bullies come, when those adversaries come, we already in position for him to start swiping them. So like I said, I imagine me and God, we walking down the city streets. It's a whole bunch of chaos around us, people fighting, people cussing, people interacting in things of the world. There's all types of danger around us, coming towards us and everything. But we walking through this city and I'm behind them and I'm doing my strut. And in my vision right now, I got on some 6-inch stilettos. I'm doing well walking them because I know I can't walk in them right now. But yeah, I'm walking in my stilettos. I got this mean strut. I'm in it. He just like a boss. He just slapping it out the way like boom, boom. And it's a sound coming out the sky. This is how I fight my battles. And then Jesus just slapping everything out the way. Boom. He blocking that car accident. Boom. He blocking that domestic violence. Boom. He blocking school. Boom. He doing what he do. But little old us want to look and be like, I can do it. I can do it. Come on, let me try. Stop doing that. Every battle, what they say, pick your battle. I don't even think we're supposed to pick a battle. I believe we do necessary, and then the rest of that mess, we allow God to fight for us. Because if I had it my way, I would choose no battle at all. But we know that if any way you are following Jesus Christ, you going to have some battles. Ain't no way around it. You're going to have some battles. Do we fold? Do we waver? Do we give up? Do we throw in the towel? No, man. Why would you do that when you got a whole huge promise waiting for you? And all you got to do is walk and do. We can't just have faith and be like chilling, like, I got faith. I got faith. Because ain't nothing going to happen. Y'all know, say it with me. Faith without works is dead. So although we are required to walk, we got to have that faith as well. So that means as we walk, we do the things that we are supposed to do. We do the things that God is leading us to do. We do the things that God has called us to do. And during this walk, when those battles come, because we are in fact doing those things, he's slapping it all out the way. He's not allowing anything to come near us. prosper. What them old people tell us, it didn't say the weapon wouldn't form. So yes, they are forming, but when we're walking with Christ, when we're following him, soon as they form, it's blown up. It's out of here. It's not coming near you. He's your protector. He's your shield and buckler. He's your healer. Illness come for us, I believe, all the time. He blocks it. I imagine anything that we can think of that could come at us, it comes. You know, I was in an accident in 2005. I think I told you guys that before. I was in this accident. Yeah, I was out living my best life, drinking on an empty stomach. Duh, go figure. I'm going home, but I'm sleepy, but I'm hungry. I'm going to find me something to eat, then I'm going home. I never made it. I never made it home. I made it to jail. Drinking on an empty stomach. See, that's one of them occasions. I made it to jail. But I also went the wrong way on the highway. Y'all think God didn't slap something out the way right there? When I went the wrong way on the highway, it was a road construction going on. And you know how they have the dump trucks parked on the side of the road? Yeah, I just politely smacked one of those. Poof. And I woke up. And the police like, ma'am, do you know you just hit a dump truck? I'm like, did I? That ain't funny, but it's like as I'm speaking, I'm literally remembering something that maybe I didn't bother trying to remember. You know what I'm saying? I remember my wrist was stinging and I didn't understand why. My wrist and like the side of my face, I didn't understand why for a minute till I thought about it. What's that thing called? Airbag. Yeah, I hit the dump truck, got smacked with the airbag. I had on my 6-inch stilettos because back then I really could walk in them. I ain't know to tell them no, I ain't blowing, but yeah. I got out the car and I knew I couldn't walk that line. I said, can I take my shoes off? He let me take my shoes off and I was like, these rocks hurt my feet. Needless to say, yeah. But the point of it all, that was a weapon that formed against me. The first weapon was that liquor I was drinking. The enemy knew, you know what? If I can get this girl real liquored up, like she been doing all these times, and driving home, half the time not knowing what route she took, if I can get her liquored up, yeah, boom, first weapon. Second weapon was that lack of judgment to even get in the car. The other weapon was, that looks like the right way, but I'm going to turn on this highway right here and it's the wrong way. And the last weapon was, is somebody at my door? The last weapon was that dump truck. And I hit it. But you're not going to tell weapon and allow it not to cause me any bodily harm. Like I said, my face was stinging, my wrist was stinging. I did not have a scratch on my body. I didn't have a broken bone. In fact, I didn't even go to the hospital, and they probably were supposed to take me to the hospital, but they didn't. Needless to say, it cost me a lot of money. That was the consequences of bad decisions, you know. The real weapon was blocked by God because guess what? Death was the ultimate weapon that was coming for me that night. I could have died. In that same accident, somebody didn't make it. That's the blessing. In that same exact accident, somebody didn't make it. I even go a step further to say that somebody didn't make it in an accident that wasn't even half as bad. I hit that truck and it peeled my car from the headlight on the driver's side all the way back to right before the door. Now, any further, I don't know what would have happened. God blocked it. That's why I'm so grateful to be alive. That's why I know that I can't allow weird stuff to get me bent out of shape. I got a purpose. That's why I'm here. A lot of us have been through things that we probably shouldn't have made it out of. And if you did make it out, then you one of them ones. You got work to do. So as much as I don't feel like it, know that I got a job here on earth. Otherwise, I'd be with my father right now. He saved me for a purpose. So therefore, I need to walk in purpose. Hey, Red Rose. I need to walk in that purpose. I didn't even go see my car until later. And when I did, my friend was shook. She was like, "You don't feel no kind of way?" The only thing I felt was, why did I listen to my mother and I don't never listen to her any other time? Because my insurance had lapsed. And I was going to pay it. And I had 2 quotes. And when I got out there, the man was like, "Oh, it's this." It had went up. So I didn't have the other person's number. And I was going back home to get the other number so I could go to the other place. And my mom was like, "Well, I'll get the insurance on Monday. Just do XYZ." I never, mama, like in stuff like that. Now, I ain't saying I just totally disobeyed my mom, but that was a time I shouldn't have listened to her. I listened, and the next day, that's when that accident happened. So my friend was shook up from seeing the car, and all I kept hearing was the Safe Auto commercial. 1-800 Safe Auto. I was like, my brand new car, 2025, 20 no 2005, 2005 Impala, 26 miles off the lot, done. No insurance. Consequences, because I had actions that down a road that I didn't need to go down. And you would think people learn after that. I still was out there drinking and driving. Nevertheless, I still learned a valuable lesson. I know now that weapons truly do form. The ones you don't see, the ones you don't hear, are the ones that sneak up on you and get you if you out of position. I know that when I'm in position, I do hear that thing. Don't drive down that street. Don't go up to that block. Wait 15 minutes before you leave home. When you're in the proper position, you hear those things clearly. It's not misconstrued. It's loud and clear. I know that my Bible tells me not to be afraid of anyone. The Lord God himself will fight for me. I ain't got to get out here and sweat over no enemy. Who's fighting your battles? I wish I would. I wish I would. I don't have to fight. I get to dance in victory and let them fall by my wayside and keep on stomping on them. Why should I fight when I got the greatest of all time? For real, for real. It's even in his name. The greatest of all time. Ooh, excuse me. I ain't had no nap. I'm trying to stay up because I got to go to work tonight, and I don't want to go to sleep too early and then can't take a nap before work. Um, oh my God. I don't even know what scripture it was, but it's in Romans. I didn't write down a number. It says, "Do not take revenge, dear friends." Y'all hear me? Hey, Ma, what you doing? "Do not take revenge, dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, 'It is mine to avenge. I will repay,' says the Lord." Here you are trying to get everybody back. You cold calculating in your tablet where you should be writing down your visions and dreams, you writing down how you gonna go get back at V Rose because she made you mad, and yeah, I'm gonna get her. You over there like at 2 o'clock. This is what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna walk out the door, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hide behind that red truck over there, and I'm gonna wait for V Rose. That's what we be doing when we foolishly trying to fight things that God said He will avenge. He said, I'm going to repay this mess. Sit your butt down somewhere. Like I said, we be out here windmilling in the spirit, getting knocked out. Then be crying, talking about, oh, the devil after me. The enemy is working overtime. No, you was working overtime. Windmilling in spiritual realm that you ain't designed to fight in. Your biggest weapon in the battle is to drop down to your knees and pray. What's up, Otis? That's your greatest weapon. The word of God. When you don't know what else to do, what else to say, pick up your Bible and read what God says. When you at your wit's end and you want to give up and you feel beat up and defeated, get on your knees. Some of us like to lay on our face and pray. However you do it, get in your closet, in your shower, in your car. I don't care where you do it. But that's how you win battles. You know, a lot of us fight relationship battles. We fight the people. It's the people when it's not necessarily the person in operation. The enemy also comes in the form of your loved ones sometimes. Come in the form of people you trust, people you love, people you know, people you might not even give a two of them about. I'm getting good, boy. Because what I was about to say did not sound right. Well, it sound right, but yeah, I wasn't going to say it. We be out here putting the Vaseline under our eyes, getting our boxing gloves on, taking off our shoes. They be taking off their shirt like they got muscles, like they about to just do something. Nah, man. When it's an enemy operating through someone, it don't matter if you beat them up. Guess what? That adversary's still after you. You got to know how to fight against weakness with the word. Nuck if you buck. It say put on the whole armor. Put on the whole armor. Or if you like David, you just need some smooth rocks and a slingshot. I like to think I'm like David. Let's throw a rock at you. No, but in all reality, it's a lot of things that's going to come at you. Spiritual wickedness never stops. You know how some people be like, oh my God, this has to end. It will never end. Warfare will never end. And the closer you are to God, the greater the warfare. I feel like the greater the warfare, the bigger the blessing. It's up to us if we gonna sit here and try to be a superhero. Like that video I posted when the man said that, you know, the man that he didn't know was Jesus, when he's talking to him, he said he wished more Christians were like superheroes. They knew their power. They knew who they were. That's how you fight spiritual wickedness. You know your strength, you know your weaknesses. You know how to navigate things and not get hit when you stay in position following Christ. When you stay in position going into prayer. When you stay in position, you know, some of us need to fast and pray. Because sometimes those things do be coming at us like boom, 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 boom. And you like, I can't catch a break. Push back your plates. If you ain't never fast before, when you going through some things, trust me, it works. It works. You can't give up a couple meals so that God can download some strategy. You know, we're not going to fast so we can get a new car. We're going to fast so we can find a strategy to go out and get that paper to get that new car. Because I tell you, I don't care how much you fast, that car ain't going to pull up in your driveway by yourself. Just like that enemy ain't gonna get up out your way unless you got that strategy. Sometimes we gotta go in. We have to stop windmilling in the spirit. You're gonna be tired. We don't want to be tired out before we reach our designed, our divine purpose. You don't want to be tired out, because I don't think that, well, for one, if you're tired out, you're gonna have a hard time getting there. Think about when you might be out in the street, if your car was to break down and you didn't have no car and you was maybe 6 miles from your destiny. I'm gonna say 8. Nah, yeah. Strange reason you gotta walk. I feel like your strategy should already be, I can't get tired. I can't grow weary. I have to keep going until I get there. That's how we got to look at this spiritual war. That's how we got to understand that turning the other cheek doesn't mean turn your other cheek. But if they slap you again, then you pop off. No. Turning the other cheek requires you to now operate. And it's not after somebody physically hits you. Something come up against you. Let's say your home skillet come against you and you mad. Turning the other cheek is, what would Jesus do? That's how I look at it. How am I going to move and go against this thing? Not in the flesh, but in the spirit. You're stronger there when you're fighting spiritual wickedness. When you're trying to serve purpose, when you're trying to do the best you can. A lot of people give up in that moment. In that little 8-mile walk, somebody will give up and then they're defeated. But the person that understands that this walk might be hard, it might not be easy. Hey, CP3. It might not be easy, but as long as I keep walking, I'm going to get there. Somebody might keep throwing rocks at my head as I walk from that porch over there. But as long as I keep walking, I'm going to get there. It's when we decide to stop and address the mess. That's when we get off our square. That's when we get delayed. That's when we hold somebody else's blessing up, because we was on this walk, this journey, to share our testimony of the things that we picked up along the way, for someone else not to have to go through it or to be able to navigate it better. I feel like when we're delayed, someone else is delayed. When we're delayed, depending on the urgency, God might be like, and I got to find somebody else to do it. But your blessing or that door to open was still attached to you not keeping on going. You not staying in position. It's not a thing we can hurry up and get done, It's not a thing where we get to say, I'm not going because every time I step out here, this happens to me, that happens to me. It's supposed to. You're right on time. If nothing's happening, it's kind of like, I'm walking through a field of lions and ain't none of them coming and growling or nothing. They just chilling. They must not have no teeth or must not be hungry. I don't know. But things are going to happen, because in all reality, if you walk through a field of lions, you're probably going to get towed up. But you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. You got to keep walking somehow. And when you're close to God, he says, yes, there's a field of lions, but I need you to do this. And this is going to happen. And this is going to distract that thing. And you're going to keep walking. No matter what you see on the left or the right, keep walking, because I'm fighting all this stuff as you go. You see it, it's nothing. Keep going. You scared, it's still nothing. Keep going. We have to walk intentionally, knowing that I have the victory. I have the victory. Something's always gonna come up, but you got the victory. Shoot. It should make you skip through a couple of phases of your walk. La di da di, I'm victorious. Everybody. It's just, I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I was just thinking about my friend, how she be ready. Think somebody did something to me. Oh no, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. But I be like, ain't nobody studying that. We are so opposite in that sense. But I totally get it. I totally get it. But it definitely made me think about my spiritual walk and those things that come to kill, steal, and destroy. It's of that spirit is attached to them. So you can't punch them in the face. You got to go into prayer. You got to know what you're up against, especially if it's somebody not operating in a way you don't know them to be operating in. Imagine how many marriages. I was watching The War Room last night. Y'all know that's my favorite movie, but I was watching it because it's on Tubi right now. But I was watching The War Room, and I always remember the part where she told, "Oh, girl, like." Basically, you fighting the wrong enemy. What you supposed to be doing for your husband is not fighting him. You're supposed to be loving him, respecting him, and praying for him. It's the devil that's after that marriage. Imagine how many people that just really just couldn't fight, didn't know how to fight. When in all reality, they could have prayed, they could have picked up their word, they could have given their situation to God. We be out here windmilling. That's all I'm going to keep saying. We be out here windmilling in the spirit, beating our own tail up, and then be tired. You might make it to where you going, but you're tired because you decided to fight along the way instead of trust God along the way. Your trust is a weapon. Your praise is a weapon. Your worship. All that's weapons that allows you to move through the things in life that come to chew you up and spit you out, that come to distract you from your path, to get you off purpose, to cause you not to do the things you're supposed to do, to cause maybe multiple thousands of people to then fall into a trap. I know a lot of people don't like to think that maybe I am responsible for some people I don't know, but I think you are, anytime, and I believe all of us are, to some extent, called to some greater calling. But it's how you use your gifts. The reason why I say that is because, like I said, some people don't like to believe that their purpose is being served to help someone that they may not even know, may not ever see. But this app is a perfect example of that. We come on here and we're talking. Okay, I can see y'all sitting in the chat, but I don't know none of y'all. People may have somebody in the bushes. You can't see none of them. You have people coming in from all over the country, all over the world. In some instances, we have people that come here from the UK and who have we seen? Canada and some other places. I think I seen Israel. People come in here that you may never see, but something you're saying is for them. You know how people be like, they'll look at your video and be like, girl, I was listening to your video. That was for me. That was for me. Yeah, that was for me is attached to you in some way, shape, or form. So I have to be mindful when I am commanded to press play and talk. That I'm not talking about crap. That I'm not entertaining bull sniggity. Even if I don't understand what I'm talking about, I ain't gonna say what I'm talking about or why I'm talking about it. And then there's a sound that may go out and that person runs across your page and they stop and start watching. And whatever God was trying to get to that person, boom, they got it. But some of us sitting around worried about the wrong things, talking about the wrong stuff, and everything is glitching and going haywire because there's people running into each other waiting on this message that's supposed to be coming through that's never coming through because we choose not to get in position. We choose not to be a willing vessel. We choose not to open our mouth for the good. We choose to care less about our brothers and sisters in the world. We choose not to operate in love. Hey, Riaz. This is that we make, But I would rather be here speaking from my heart, being a transparent being, talking about overcoming accidents, talking about whatever it is that comes to heart, whatever God places on my heart to talk about. I may be embarrassed to say, yeah, I drink like hell. I used to drink all the time and drive. Some of us are embarrassed to say those things. So guess what? I'm the one. Because right now, somebody be drinking like hell, just like I used to, and they be getting in their car. I might be the second person they come across that leads them to say, wait a minute. Doing this. Now that life is saved. We don't know for real, who we are. I would say we know we're serving God, but who he's using us to reach, we don't know. That's why we have to not fight those spiritual battles ourselves, because we can't be tired and wore out when we got people who sometimes when they come on here, this is the only encouragement they get. All hell in their household. This is the only encouragement they get. I ran across this TikTok. Y'all know I be on TikTok. Hey, I was making money on TikTok last night, but I ran across this TikTok, and I'm pretty sure it was a skit, but I don't think the people in the chat realized it because, yeah, it was one of them. It was a father and his daughter. She had I guess she had just gotten a job at White Castle. And the young lady got her first paycheck and she bought wigs and bonnets. So the dad comes in. Well, the caption on the video said, y'all, my daughter had the nerve to take her first paycheck and buy wigs, something to that effect. And the man was like going off on her like, why would you go buy all these wigs? How you gonna eat? You just 15 years old. It's time for you to start fending for yourself. Immediately, my ears is open like, what? He going in like, you bought these wigs? How you gonna eat? She like, what's in the refrigerator? And she trying to tell her daddy, I'm going to sell the hair. I'm not trying to wear the hair. You ain't selling nothing. We don't sell nothing. You gonna work at White Castle. And I'm gonna take these wig backs and I'm keeping the bread. She like, you got me messed up. But she going on and on. And he's like, you got 7 wigs right here. So automatically as a stylist, I'm calculating in my head, like, if them some good wigs, she can be getting anywhere from $2,000 to $1,000. I'm gonna say because she was 15, I would say $200 each wig. And her check probably wasn't that great, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, shoot, this girl, 15 years old, she found a way to invest, something I didn't know really at 25 when I was balling. She invested, made herself an entrepreneur, and you know what I mean? Like, where was the encouragement? What was my whole point in telling y'all the story? Sometimes I may be the only encouragement somebody gets because right now at home, they parent cussing them out. Y'all know I have a lot of kids that come on here when we on here at night. And you can tell by their questions, they're so innocent. But sometimes it's the only encouragement they get because mom and dad kind of messed up. And they're not really supporting them, encouraging them, telling them they can do anything they put their mind to. That little girl in that video had a plan and daddy missed it. I'm sitting here like, you ain't even had nerves to give me nothing on rent. You got to feed yourself. And I'm like, this got to be a skit. Because he can go to jail. She only 15. But sometimes we might be the only encouragement or motivation, inspiration for someone. Knowingly or unknowingly, we may be the one. So we can't get tired out. We can't be out here boxing with the devil for nothing. Fighting is still gonna win. You're gonna win. So why are you fighting him? We're supposed to be saying, get thee behind me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. We're supposed to be, what they say, brain freeze. We're supposed to be walking on his head. We ain't supposed to be out here fighting and battling with the enemy. Like I said, I'm talking about a spiritual fight. I'm not talking about a physical fight. I'm not talking about if you feel like somebody about to do you bodily harm and they within arm's reach. Because I told you, I'm going to fight you back and I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to hit you first and I'm going to defend myself. Like I said, that was my encouragement today. Who's fighting for you? Our battles by having faith and standing firm in God's truth. By trusting him and believing him and continuing to walk through the things that he's navigating us through. Being willing to speak when no one else is. Being willing to care when nobody else is. I have a whole kid in my household that I've grown to love. And that I mother, basically, you know what I mean? No, she's not my biological child, but I'm the mother figure she has, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, them weapons be forming and coming. Because little mama can go. There are times when I'll be looking like, who sent you? Give me a run for money. Nothing like my own children were in life. Will tell you about yourself, will tell you off, will tell a grown up, you started it. Will do everything that somebody who isn't strong in the spirit, that doesn't understand that this child needs love, this child may be acting out for whatever reason. Somebody that doesn't understand that isn't in the right position, will give up and quit. I can't do that. I won't do that. If I sit here and say I'm a willing vessel, then I'm willing to go to war. But I'm not going to fight her. I'm going to love her. He's going to fix everything else. You know, how would I look going and be like, oh, so what? You want to get down and dirty? All right, let's go then. You get smart, let's do this. No, I'm going to keep loving her. I'm going to keep correcting her. I'm going to keep guiding her. Because like I said, sometimes we're the only encouragement a person got. Right now, I'm the only mother figure that she got. Yeah, she got grandma, aunts, and all that good stuff. But I'm in the position as the mama now. So I got to do exactly what a mother is supposed to do. Encourage her, help her to grow, help her to understand. Teach her how to understand her mistakes. Show her not to make mistakes. No matter how frustrating it gets, no matter how many weapons form, no matter how much come at me, I have to stay in that order. Because what comes at the end, when I'm done with that assignment, will be a beautiful young lady who may have given me hell in her younger years, that will grow up and appreciate every single thing that I've done, that will know right from wrong, that will have great sense and know how to avoid the things that I showed her that will come at her in life, that understands to respect herself, to respect others, that knows how to go after her goals and not give up and reach them. And at the end of the day, that learns how to fight now in the spirit, to understand that, yeah, weapons form against our children too. You got to teach your children those things. That's why I always pray for y'all kids every single day. Or anytime I go live, children, because they are the ones that's going to be leading soon. And part of our job is to have them equipped and prepared. Instill prayer life in your children. Instill knowing who God is in your children's life. Yeah, take them to church, but it's more than that. Show them love. Don't teach them hate. You know, some people that are grown now that act a certain way, they were taught that in their home. We have to do better. Yes, we do. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we're the only encouragement for a person. We're the only example. Yeah, that's the word. Sometimes you're the only example. So if you allow somebody to trick you out your square and you taint your witness, you taint the example you've been presenting, and it causes you to look another way, it shines you in a different light. You was fighting in the spirit. You was windmilling. And you shouldn't have been. You should have been on point. You should have known better than to let something kick you up out your purpose. But if you do, guess what? We serve a forgiving God, and you can just dust yourself off and keep going and do better the next time. Yeah. So I believe I am now at the end of my words. I came on here to talk for 30 minutes, and it's almost an hour. I'm right at the hour mark. Definitely appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with me and listening to me talking about all this fighting. I know some of y'all probably like to really fight out in the streets and stuff, but that ain't the type of fight I'm talking about today, because I done told y'all I'm too old to be fighting. If I'm going to accept the old tag, I accept it for that. I'm too old to fight. But hit you first and defend myself. Yeah. But like I said, I pray that I said something today that resonates with one of you guys or all of you guys. Maybe you already knew and you agree with me. And you know somebody else that can benefit from something I've said today. Share the video with them. Sharing is caring. I appreciate every time you guys come through and show love. As always, I do have Cash App. It is #her meekness, like in my name. But that's definitely not the most important part of any of this. The most important part of this is that I am serving God and walking in my purpose. I'm commanded to press play and talk, and I am here to do so, hoping to encourage somebody, to motivate somebody, to share what's on my heart, to be a transparent vessel so that you know that it ain't just you. For you to understand that there are things you go through in life that somebody else has been through and they overcame it. I'm a picture of an overcomer for a lot of things, you know. I'm a picture of an overcomer for a lot of things. That accident, you know. That's one of the big ones. I was telling y'all when I'll do the story about how I ended up having a hysterectomy. I'm a face of overcomer for fibroids, you know, anemia, low hemoglobin. I've overcome a lot. Now I appreciate it so much because I understand, you know what I mean? It click in sometimes. I may have had to go through these things, but nothing is by chance. Everything, if we allow it, it has a purpose. There's a lesson and a blessing. I believe in everything, good or bad. When something bad happens, I always try to extract something good so that I can use it for fuel. I don't want to be like, oh my God, this happened and this happened to me. Oh my God. I don't want to be that person. I'm a strong B.I. I'm a strong black woman. Ever seen that video of the little white girl and asked her what she want to be when she grow up? She's like, I want to be a strong black woman. Yeah. I want to be a strong black woman. I want to be a strong woman for every woman. And I like having other strong women around me. Because you know what we can do You know, if you good all by yourself, we are a force when we're together. Bishop Fabulous said it best. Woo. That is funny. Bishop Fabulous. I believe that a lot of entertainers are like, they're misplaced in their gifts because they decided to serve the other side versus the good side. So they'll have the great characteristics and attributes of great people, but it's on the inside that's wrong. On the outside, they look good. What we see looks great, but it's their insides. The fact that they have the ability to draw in many says a lot of these people are apostles and pastors. You know what I mean? But they're not using that gift for the proper team. Hey, Gary. Down in the blues. Yeah. So let's make sure we playing for the right team. You know, Double always say, if you want to be a blessing, to be a blessing. Be a blessing, not necessarily in giving money, but giving a testimony, trying to become the best version of you so that when you walk through and they see you, they like, man, I want to walk like that. You know what I mean? Hey, how you learn how to walk like that? Oh, let me tell you about it, Gary. This happened to me. So then this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me. And then, wow, you still going after that? Yes. I'm trying to get to the point of how I walk like this. I walk the same every day because I know I get the same result as long as I walk. I walk like this every day because I know I get the same result. Victory. I ain't got to be out here windmilling against spirits. I don't care what he said, she said. I know what God says. What I look like getting tired, wasting breath on human beings, operating in flesh? No. Anyway, having said all that, once again, I do appreciate you guys. Let me read what y'all been saying. Well, I pretty much caught them all, but Gary just came in. Blue is the national color for today. Yes, it represents victory. I can't come on camera right now because I don't feel like it. You know, I usually only be in the camera when I'm in the car. But when I get my gadgets, I'm going to go on camera more. I need some lights. Meek, we have a job to do. I have been working on Miss Chicago on starting her channel. She needs confirmation once you finish your message. Hi, Miss Chicago. Miss Chicago, all intentions on starting a page. I know that being a witness to a lot of things that might not be things you like will tarnish your decision in starting a page. But if you got the desire to start one, we think you should. Yeah, we think you should. It doesn't matter. We'll all be there. I always tell them I come on here whether it's 121 or 81. I don't care. I would talk to the donut, the zero, because somebody going to get it. And if it was one, then that person that was supposed to get it got it. So don't be withholding nothing. Don't be holding back from us, ma'am. I said that on behalf of Gary Bust It Down Brown. And I happen to agree with him. And V Rose is going to do that cooking channel and the salsa channel. She's going to teach us all that stuff. I don't know if you salsa or not, but that came to mind. It's so much we could do on here to be a different light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like forget everything that's going on around us. It has nothing to do with a sector or YouTube or anything. It has to do with how do you use a platform that can be used for greatness. No? How can we take a platform and use it for its original purpose, to network, to grow, to build, entertainment. Hello. Some people do want to change and want to see some different stuff. But yeah, it be times I don't even want to. I say I don't never want to go live again. But then I always hear that in my head. 121. I don't care about a number in a chat. Why? Because I'm here on purpose, for a purpose. It's an assignment. Do I want it all the time? No. But I don't want to miss anything by not doing it, you know? I don't want to miss something that I'm supposed to get by not doing it. Because just as much as I'm being an encouragement to you guys be an encouragement to me. You know, sometimes when you're doing what you're supposed to do, that next door will open up out here that has nothing to do with YouTube. But because I was on here doing my due diligence, I'm out here doing my due diligence, I got that door to open. But if I decided not to press play and talk, guess what? That door might not open when I needed it to. Or it might, let's say it was going to open 5 years from now, but because I pressed play and talked 5 times, it opened up 5 years sooner. Hello. It shouldn't be about, it's not about me. You see what I'm saying? It's not about me. That's why I say I don't care about no monetization. It can get monetized. I'm going to like that. Because why? I told y'all. Because I was already monetized before. Been on here since 2012. You ain't have to work so hard to be monetized. They just had to watch your videos. Wasn't no live. Wasn't no hit the like button. Well, yeah, you hit the like button, but it wasn't no hit the panel. It wasn't no cam up. It wasn't none of that. It was just videos. People coming on here doing their thing. And if they watched your video, you got them views, you got money. They made it hard. I think they should have grandfathered us in. But that's my fault, because if I had known it was going to change, I would have stayed active. You know, I wasn't active on here for a while. If I was active, at least I would have been getting watch hours, you know what I'm saying? To happen. So here we are now, today, chopping it up, having a good time. But yeah, it's definitely over an hour now. I stayed in longer because Gary came late. I always have to talk to Gary and see what Gary's saying because Gary has something to say. I don't know if y'all know it yet, but yeah, if you ain't following Gary, I'm gonna need you to subscribe and share. Yeah, subscribe and share. V-Rose be posting some videos about cooking. You need subs to go live? You need 50? Huh? I still ain't got 50 on my hair page, y'all. I don't even know. I got 18 now. I got 18 when I dropped the Lincoln Words thing. I need 50 before I move to that suite, okay? It is at Meek Did That 757. That's the other page. Meek Did That 757. Because that's where I'm going to do all my hair content. Yep, I'm going to do all my hair content over there. Gary, can you put that in there? I don't know if you can get to the link or not, but at Meek Did That 757. Hey! It's 7 p.m. Friday. 95 degrees. Woo! Psalmist Glorilla. Let me quit. Oh, well, I got a few things I need to do to prepare for my dinner tomorrow. Oh, yeah, y'all can hit the birthday Cash App. Y'all can wait till tomorrow if you want to, or you can do it today. Because your girl is going to eat at the Caribbean place. Yep. I'm definitely going to go live in the day tomorrow, so that's going to be cool. It's a celebration, okay? We're going to celebrate. Yeah. Recently, y'all was on TikTok making money that I can spend in the TikTok shop. I got now. I'm not monetized here, but I'm monetized on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and I have not been utilizing like to that extent. I was like, you know what, 2025, I'm about to get the the knowledge that I need to grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning the ropes of it, and yeah, right now it's the TikTok. Like it's easier to get it, like to get money there, but I need to learn about all of them. So, like on Facebook, I got partial monetization because I didn't investigate first. So when I upload like other people's stuff, you know, how you sharing how I share the videos on here. When you share videos, you have to like modify them in a sense, like repurpose it, like maybe add a caption to it or something like that. So I didn't know that. So now I don't get money for the videos. I think the ones that I upload, even if it's mine, I don't. So hopefully that'll clear back out, and I just won't share no more stuff like that over there. I don't know, Instagram. I don't know what that's about. That'll be the last one I figure out. But TikTok, I'm getting ready to start going live over there because I definitely need to be tapping into the bucks. But they got a campaign going on right now. When you anybody on here ain't got a do not have TikTok, don't have it downloaded on your phone. If you don't have it downloaded on your phone, do not download it. Leave your email. Leave your email in the comments. Yeah. Or if you got my email, email me so I can send you this link. Because if you don't have TikTok and I send you this link, I can get $50. I got two of them last night. I got $100 by two people that didn't have TikTok downloaded to their phone. And I got a card over there that I want to pay for. So yeah, that'll help me. So if you don't have TikTok downloaded to your phone, please DM me. Most of you, I think V Rose, you know how to get in touch with me. Hey Crystal, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Gary, you know how to get in touch with me. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, y'all follow that hair page right there so we can get to 50 so we can start going live. Yeah, it tells us to have at least 7 streams. We need to have 7 streams of income. And if I'm on social media and I don't care if it's pennies. If I can get them, I'm going to get them because that's a stream. Pennies make dollars and dollars make sense. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. When I'm going where? Yeah, so I'm working on that right now. And remember how I was saying I don't want to be the person that says, oh, yeah, starting in 2025 in January, I'm going to do this. I'm starting now so that when January gets here, I have pretty much the understanding of everything and I'll be making the money like I'm supposed to make instead of learning like I'm doing now. See the benefit of not waiting? Thank you, Crystal. You do the same. Yeah. Start now. I don't care if it's just writing down what you want to do. If you know how you're going to do it, write out the plan, the steps. That's how I started teaching my haircut. I would dream about the cut, and I dreamt about it in sections. So then I would stand behind the chair, and every time I cut a person's head, in my mind, I taught it. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. I taught it every time I taught a haircut. Then I was able to go in and type it out. What I'm going to do in step 1, what I'm doing in step 2, what I'm doing in step 3. The ultimate goal was to have a cohesive cut, to have a precise cut. I was able to write out a syllabus. I wrote out the tools you need, what you will learn, the method that I'm using, the technique, the tool, all that stuff. I call my cut, it's called Cut 100 or Cut 50/50. And the Cut 100 simply means I used one tool. Cut 50/50 means I used more than one tool. Like, okay, let's say I did a clipper cut all over. That's a 100. Let's say the next time I use shears and clippers. That's a 50/50. Cut 50. Cut 50/50. Maybe I use a razor and shears. Cut 50/50. I use another tool for half of the cut. But needless to say, after doing that for so long, I was able to actually launch a class, actually get people in the room, in some seats, to watch me now do what I rehearsed. First of all, received in my dreams, rehearsed behind my chair. Then I wrote out the plan, made a syllabus, and then it manifested in that room with those people that paid to come and learn to cut. And I'm able to teach it in like 4 steps. And them girls was good when they did that cut, man. I told them in the class, I was like, it's time to go up on your prices, because this and that. Now, we in here, this is between us. Kind of like how we ain't supposed to be seeing all the mess going on in church because people starting to record stuff now. Things being said inside the church that ain't really for us to see, but we see it because people recording. Yeah. I told them this in confidence as a fellow stylist. Man, I went on Facebook talking about, that class with Meek was the bomb today. Prices going up effectively. Meek said go up. I'm like, you ain't supposed to tell the people. But I still felt like a proud mama because I was like, dang, I taught them too good. When they was cutting hair and tagging me in the cut, I'm like, whoa. But like I said, sometimes you are the only vessel. Who knows if all them women had been to a class before and never could get it, but they came to my class and they got it. We got to start working out our plans and executing them. Putting our feet to the pavement and stop talking about it and holding on to it. Sometimes you're going to have to share portions of it so you can get the next step in it. No, we're not going to tell our secrets. But sometimes you have to release it so that you can obtain it, okay? I'll keep an eye out for you, hon, but I have to stop procrastinating. And please, definitely, I'm going to do great, too. In this procrastination, maybe you decided you were thirsty, girl. Get you a drink of water. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you for popping by. I look forward to seeing you again. But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I'm doing 50 closings now, like double. Shoot. I came here to talk about 1%. No, I didn't. I came here to talk about whatever came to mind, whatever came from the heart. But I got to go for real now because I got to go get some pads for these. Yeah, I'm wearing these heels tomorrow. I'm going to get some of them little pads to go into the ball of your feet. I'm going to walk it out. I promise you. But yeah, having said all that, I love you guys so much. I pray that you have a great rest of your day. I pray that your kids' day continues to be a safe one, that no weapon will be formed against them, and that their teachers are ready at all times for anything that they may need to protect your children from. I ask God to place angels all around your children so that their teachers don't even have to go into action. I trust and believe in everything that God says. And I believe that we all are going to be great. I believe that we all are going to start to walk in our purpose. I believe that we all will start to write out that vision and make it plain. And we're going to begin to do those things now so that we can hit the ground running in 2025. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. See you guys later. Thank you, Riaz, for the share. I appreciate you so much. Bye, y'all.